collector's confession. This one's rough. This one's rough. All right, so I've got one. I collected it when I was younger. Something I remember doing with my dad that was just fun. Every Friday, buy a box. You know, you give $20, you could buy a box, and we would just. I remember 8, 9 years old, ripping at the kitchen table. I got out of it, and I just started back up a year ago when the C.J. Stroud hype was real. Bought into
Well,
a
he's
break.
delivering a little bit. He's
And
delivering.
he's still, I mean, it's the hype's still there, but
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
didn't know
baby.
much about him. Brand new into collecting. Bought into a break on the whatnots for $25. They had one Prism Blaster up there. I landed on the Texans, and I pulled a true red silver CJ Stroud. I thought it
But
was
a
just a
retail.
normal card out of a retail
Oh,
box. I thought it was just a normal card, you know. I'm thinking I'm hyped up though. I hit a CJ Stroud. Got it in about a week later. Went up to a card shop. Did no research. The moral of this story is gonna be do your fucking research. Went to a card shop. You know, they offered me $1,000, and I was, hey, it's 38 extra money. I'm like, done. I'll
That's a
take it.
that's $1,000 for a
It's
card.
for a card.
$20 is
Uh,
$20, dude.
That's a
dude,
lot.
dollar saved is a dollar paid, baby. Am I right? Hey, so I all hyped up, got back home. I called Lil Brett over on the corner and told him all about it, and he said, and I quote, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, dude, I got $1,000. Do you know that card is like super short print?" I was like, it wasn't numbered or anything. He's like, dude, they make maybe 14 to 19 of those cards in a series, in for each player that they actually do it in. And I'm thinking like, all right, cool. Another guilty fucking thing. Don't do this. Went to eBay to look it up, as I should have done in the first place. Do your research. Went to eBay, look it up. Only one had been sold, and it sold for $2,400. I'm all about somebody
Card
making
shops are
money.
not your friend. They will
I'm
fuck you right
I
in
am
your ass.
all about somebody making some money. You know what? It's got to move on to the next, move on to the next. But something deep down inside of me just felt just like taken advantage of for getting 40% comp on a card. So that's my collector's confession. Do your research. Just do it.
But you didn't have to pay your eBay fees.
And you won't do that again.
And I won't. Probably will. Let's be honest. I probably will. I'm all
Oh
about
no,
getting
dude.
on.
Fuck no, dude. No, hell no.
All
Oh, you're
right.
telling me into the
That's
hobby
pretty
box?
brutal, dude. That's pretty brutal. And it's probably more now, right? I mean, shit.
Yeah. And then also, since you say that, don't once you sell a card, just get away. Get away. It's like a stock market. When you
Yeah.
sell, and you're like, and then you keep watching, and you're like, oh, I coulda, shoulda, woulda. The same time that card could have tanked 2 weeks later. So,
It's an
don't
ACL away.
look it up. Just
That's
get
why I'm a
away.
Pokemon guy, boys. Fucking Pokemon don't get hurt, baby. He don't get hurt.
Charizard can't tear his
Charizard
Charizard
ACL.
ain't going and
I've
breaking
heard
his
it over
leg,
and over.
dude.
Oh man. All right. So that's mine. What do you boys got?
Brett, go ahead, man, or I'll take it. Shit,
All
I
right,
got a
so
bunch.
my collector's confession. I've got two. They're kind of the mid-end products. Again, I don't. I'm one of those guys that go for mid-end. I mean, the high end. I'm trying to make my way up towards it, but the mid-end confession is Bryce Young. I mean, buying quite a bit of Bryce to try to grade, resell. I love the college talent. I love the pick. Thought it was a great one. Watched him suck. Still bought in the offseason because I'm an idiot. And anything Bryce Young, I've watched it drop 70, 80%. And I'm holding on to it because I believe. But my other one was just a couple weeks ago at a card show. Carried over. It's like an $80 CJ Stroud PSA 10. This guy had like it was a red, white, and blue Will Levis. And I'm like, oh, we're near Kentucky. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. Talked him down. Had to throw one or two cards on top of, but traded at $80 pretty much for a card that was going for like 110, 115. And I'm sitting high and mighty. I'm thinking, yeah, right now the market is amazing. I watched that same CJ now worth 100 and that same Will Levis worth 45. So again, it's not $1,000 that I'm losing, but still, it just makes you feel on the surefire thing of I could have had a CJ that would maintain value probably throughout his whole career, and I took a Will Levis that he's he's not any good.
Do you know that Stroud used to play for Snoop Dogg's like football league back in the day when he was a kid?
No, I had no idea about that. Hey,
Fun
Yeah,
I
he
fact.
scout,
did.
Fun fact.
I
Right
scout,
here.
but I
Dude,
don't
like,
scout that you.
yeah,
That's
dude.
awesome.
I thought it was cool. Kind of gave him credibility to Snoop. I mean, I know I'm
Yeah,
digressing a little bit, but hey, dude, I just thought Stroud. That's pretty cool. But that does suck, man. I mean, I think Bryce Young. God, I've been trying to think of that guy's name. The backup quarterback. The dude.
Andy Dalton,
Andy
Huh?
Dalton.
Andy Dalton, dude.
Red,
I think they just
Red
kind of
Rocket.
they bench his ass right away, and then they're gonna see what Dalton did because he was clutch a little bit. He did win the next game after that when he came in his first start, I believe. But um, he's kind of tapering off him damn self too. So hopefully maybe Bryce Young might get another chance. He might shake out the nerves a little bit, but I like to play though. At the end of the day, Bryce Young, you can buy a card off season or someone that you feel has a lot of talent, and you can see a huge price, good couple games, great start, and that shit will skyrocket, man. And you win some, you lose some, brother.
Lose a lot.
Especially, yeah, for sure.
Talk about my
I'm taking my
talk about my
fair
sports
share of
gambling
L's,
now.
man. Golly,
Heck yeah. All right, what you
but
got?
shit, dude. When I first started collecting like football cards, slabs, and shit, I didn't really understand that the difference of value between the college uniform and the actual like game jerseys and shit like that. So I bought like one of my first cards that I bought was a this was about for football was about 3 years ago, and it was a Herbert card, and it was in like the Oregon jersey, and I spent like so much money. It's probably like a $50 card. I spent like $280 on it, and he just came out. It was like his first year or whatnot, and that was a lesson learned, man. I the college uniform is cool, but you guys can attest. It seems like no one really. I mean, you can get buyers, but it doesn't hold to the same level as the NFL jerseys and stuff like that. So that's just one of a lot, man. That you just sometimes you take a stab and it doesn't pan out. But if you enjoy the hobby, you enjoy the love of it, man, the chase. I mean, it'll come around.